This recipe is made exclusively for Recipes for a Working Girl. It's quick and easy recipes for the working woman. And here is the URL, www.recipesforworkinggirl.com. Alright, so today what we're going to do is a crock-pot recipe, which is great. It's called Stay in Bed Stew. And you take all these recipes, throw it in the crock-pot for 8 hours on low heat, and go back to bed. So here are the ingredients. You're going to need 2 pounds of beef stew meat, a can of mini peas, a cup of sliced carrots, 2 chopped onions, 1 sliced potato, a bay leaf, and 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, or today we're using tomato soup or cream of celery soup, whatever you like, and then a half can of water. So what I'm going to do is take you over and show you our ingredients, then we're going to put it all in the pot and go from there. Alright, so here are a few of our ingredients that we're going to start with. Here's our crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, you can put all of this is the beef stew that's going in, go ahead. If you don't have a crock pot, you can do all of this in the oven. You just set your oven to 275 degrees, put everything in a big pot, and cook it for 5 hours. So there goes all the beef. Then we've got a dash of salt. I'm sorry, pepper. Dash of pepper. You could probably put salt in there though too. We've got a bay leaf, a cup of carrots, and for all of these vegetables, the carrots, the potatoes, some of the other, I think the onions, you can put more than what it calls for in there. That just gives you a little bit more food to work with in case an extra person comes over for dinner, or just because we like the vegetables. Here are the mini peas, and we don't even drain them, just dump the whole thing in there. And then next, here's a little bit of, we're going to do the can of tomato soup, and then it also calls for a half a cup of water. But I think what we're going to do, just to give it a little extra zest and flavor, is to use a half of cup of wine from last night.
So we're going to use both.
So we're going to use both for this recipe. Yeah, and you know what? When you put in these extra vegetables and that sort of thing, you might need a little bit more liquid. So we're putting, making sure when we put an extra cup of potatoes and other things that we also do, about maybe a cup extra of water. So here's the wine, it's going in. And then
Purely optional.
Oh yeah, totally optional. You can have a non-alcoholic stew. And we're going to mix it all together. And then what we're going to do is set it on low and set the timer for 8 hours. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Delicious. We're going to put the lid on and set our setting to low. And 8 hours later, we'll check it. So the Stay in Bed Stew is done. My dad's so excited about it. He cannot wait. It looks great. This is the Stay in Bed Stew, made in a crock pot, cooked for about 8 hours. And this was made exclusively for Recipes for a Working Girl, a quick and easy recipes for the working woman. www.recipesforworkinggirl.com. Enjoy!